What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in the building. This time, honey, I am back for the 2020, okay? I would like to wish you all a happy new year. I hope that you all have a blessed and prosperous and productive new year, okay? But now we gotta get to the drama. Okay, we gotta get to the drama. All right. Okay, really quickly, you guys. I was watching this video, right, from one of my favorite YouTubers, which is Askchazzellis. Okay, if you are not following him and getting all of your relationship advice from him, honey, I would suggest, okay, you stop this video and you go subscribe to Askchazzellis. Then I'm gonna need your ass back on my channel, so I can get the view, you can kind of get my point. I'm just saying, okay, go on and support my boy. He is one of the best relationship advice givers on YouTube. Okay, like Chaz is that dude. To me, he's way better than like Derek Jackson. To me, Derek Jackson is cool, but I don't know, you guys. To me, he don't really give you all the different layers to relationships, and he don't school you and educate you, honey, the way Askchazzellis does, okay? But anyways, I was listening to one of my favorite videos from him yesterday, and this particular video, I was thinking of a specific celebrity, and the person that I thought of is Evelyn Lozada. So the name of Askchazzellis' video is called It's Not Settling. It's called Real Love. Okay? Okay, you guys, I'm going to drop the audio from Evelyn when she was on The Breakfast Club because she said some things that made me look at her a certain way. I already gave her the side eye when she was engaged to the guy, Carl Crawford. They were engaged, and you guys remember she was getting ready to have all these kids for him, and she's so in love, and she's so this and she's so that. And then I'm just like, well, the man cheated and that's it. Like, you don't really want to work on a relationship. And I know a lot of people will say, well, he cheated, so, it's wrong, and, she shouldn't have to forgive him. I'm not saying that, you all. I'm not promoting that you stay with somebody that cheats on you, but Evelyn does the same shit in all of her relationships. She does the same shit over and over again. And I'm just going to drop the audio and let her tell you what she does. And then after I play that audio, I will drop the Askchazzellis audio and what he's talking about. Because in my opinion, Chaz makes some very good points about how people should really look at relationships. And when it comes to like basketball wise, if you could tell, most of them are like single. What is Jackie the only one married? You could really genuinely tell that Jackie may be crazy as hell and they make a lot of fun of her, but they could learn a lot about being in a relationship from Jackie. Because Jackie knows how to really commit and stand by her man and, hold him down and have his back. You know what I'm saying? Whereas these other women on the show, honey, they ain't got no type of clue, okay?
Do you and Antoine ever speak still?
Yeah, we're cool. Mm-hmm. We're cool. I'm cool with all my exes. Okay. I'm usually not the cause of the breakup. You know what I mean? So I'm cool.
What happened with Carl?
Carl, some things happen.
He cheated.
Some
things happen.
He wasn't faithful.
Yeah.
That's how you answering questions
I know.
on social media.
I know.
Was it one time? Was it twice?
It was once. It was once that I know of.
Okay.
It was once that I know of, but we have like a cool relationship. We co-parent. We don't have court stuff going on.
So when somebody does you dirty, you out. Like, there's no forgiving.
I'm gone. With Antoine, I dealt with a lot of stuff. I was young.
Now, did y'all hear what she just said? Once somebody does me wrong, I'm done. And a lot of that, you guys, is because Evelyn is superficial. She's materialistic. She's not even in the relationship for the right reasons. That's why it's easy to leave. It's always easy to leave a relationship that you could kind of take or leave, and you're not really in the relationship for the right reasons in the first damn place.
You know, I'm living this life. You know, life has changed.
I went from a great time.
Yeah, I went from the Bronx to wearing Gucci Minks. Life has changed, you know. So it was like, you know,
I left in Vegas.
Yeah, I left my job. You know, I was working for a lawyer. You know, it was
secretary.
as an assistant. Yep. So I had left my job. So life had changed. You know what I'm saying?
But
so
now it's none of that. You ain't playing no games.
I'm not playing no games. I just know I'm a good woman. You know, I get a bad rap because I've had 3 associations, but it's okay.
So you never cheated on any of your boyfriends?
Never cheated on any of them. Not one time. Not one time.
So did y'all pretty much hear what Evelyn said? Evelyn is one of those people where she feels like she's a good woman because she's never cheated in her relationships. At over 40-something years old, that is how Evelyn thinks. I've never cheated on anybody that I'm with. I'm not going to ever question my behavior. I'm never the cause, y'all heard what she said, of a breakup. So as soon as these guys do one thing to her, you know, that she doesn't like or that is hurtful, she's out the door. That's because she already has a halfway in, halfway out mentality. She's never in her relationships, you guys, for the right reasons. Because if you're with Carl, and Carl, provided a lavish lifestyle for her for over 5-something years, and you know, Carl is such a good guy. He's the best she's ever been with. Wasn't she saying shit like that? She was trying to have 2 more babies with Carl, you know, and then, you know, that didn't work out, and then they ended up having to freeze her eggs and, you know, freeze the embryos, because they actually had her egg and his sperm together. So you're doing big shit like that. Who else have we heard doing shit like that? Candy and Ty, but you know, they are another couple, and I think that their relationship is more deep and genuine, you know. But you know, she's doing these big things with Carl, and then as soon as Carl does one thing, that relationship is just over, because you was never in it for the right reasons in the first place. Okay? You was never going to stay in that relationship because you didn't want to be there in the first place. You was there for the clout, for the money, for the status, for the glitz and the glam. Okay? So I'm going to leave that right there, you guys, and then I'm going to play Askchazzellis' video on, you know, this whole conversation.
We get this in our minds for some reason that when we're in a relationship with somebody, it's exclusive, we got this high criteria, but at the end of the day, we're not willing to invest anything in the relationship. It's like, oh, they made this mistake, I'm out of here. They lost their job, I'm out of here. And then we wonder why we're by ourselves. It's like you abandoned ship at the drop of a hat, and then you wonder why you're in a life raft alone. You abandoned ship. You continuously abandoned ship. That's why. Because we consider anything settling. My mom used to always say, love is in spite of, not because of. That was her favorite thing to say. She always says it. And I didn't really know what she was saying at first, but I understand it. You know, when we look at somebody and we say, I'm with you as long as you're making my life easy for me, as long as you're doing all the right things, then you're not really with them. And you don't really have a valuable relationship. What are you really offering somebody when you're with them as long as they're doing the right thing? Oh, well, I'll leave you over this. Oh, if you call me a bitch, I'm gone. Oh, if I find out you had sex with this many dudes, I don't ever want to talk to you again. It's like, then what's the relationship? What are you really trying to accomplish here? This is the problem, is that we expect the most out of this particular type of relationship, and we give the least to it. We invest the least in it. Everybody teaches us as soon as something bad happens, you just leave. Bye, deuces. That's what everybody talks about. And that's cool as hell while you're young. That's cool as hell while the world is going your way. But what happens as you get older? What happens as things change for you and those pickets become slimmer and slimmer? Eventually, to be with somebody, you're going to have to put up with something. You're going to have to deal with something. You ever talk to a couple? Go talk to some old married people and see some of the stuff that they done brought each other through. And you'll be surprised. People always say, they ask me these questions, they'll go, why is it that people cheat now more than they did before? Man, if you talk to your grandma and grandpa, great-grandparents, for some of y'all, man, a lot of them got outside kids and all kind of stuff. They just stayed together through it. Man, it's been my grandma that helped grandpa through alcoholism. Grandpa that been with grandma through the time when she was on drugs and hoeing. It may not have been that bad, but in some cases it has been. And they done worked their way through it. It's because people generally used to invest in that relationship because you expect the most out of it. It was the relationship with the highest amount of investment. You left everybody else for the person that you were supposed to be married to. At this point now, it's like even when people married, all they are is dating. Because at the end of the day, it's like you're one tragedy away from a breakup. They lose their job, they out of work for a couple years. It's over. Be real with yourself. She gained a couple 100 pounds. It's over. You're not sticking around. But we expect that loyalty from someone else when we know for a fact that we're not willing to give it. It's like, if you cheat on me, I'm gone. Okay? But if you gain 100 pounds, I'm supposed to stick around? Why? You ain't with me if I'm messing up. Why should I be with you if you messing up? That's the key. We have to, and people will get upset about what I'm saying because they're like, well, you shouldn't settle. You shouldn't do this. Settling is when you can get something better and you take something less. A lot of times, we don't go back out there and get something better. We generally go out there and get something worse. Eventually, we end up with something worse than what we've had over the years because we squander a lot of our youth saying, I won't put up with this. I won't put up with that. If this happens, I'm gone. If that happens, I'm gone. I'm not saying if somebody just wronging you all the time that you got to stick around. I'm not saying you ever have to stick around. But I'm just saying that if you got a singular incident in your mind that you'll leave over, you're not committed to the relationship. A lot of times we say, well, I stick with my friends because friends last and relationships don't. Yeah, of course relationships don't last because we abandon ship whenever something bad happens.
Did he or did he not, honey, drop some gems? Did he not drop some gems in that video, you guys? Once again, go check out my boy Askchazzellis on YouTube. I love him. Let's give a big hand clap to Chaz, honey. Let's give him a big old hand clap. Okay, that man deserves it. Okay, just dropping gems, dropping knowledge. You know what, you guys? That is some of the realest shit that I have ever heard. You know what I'm saying? Because normally when you have a woman like Evelyn that gets on a platform and, oh, this ex, he cheated. This person cheated. This person did me wrong. What did you do? What did you do for it to get to that point? What part did you play? What are you willing to put up with to prove that you really got this man's back, that you really love him? Do you see what I'm saying? And I see Evelyn being single for the rest of her life. You know, she's not dedicated or committed to anybody that she's with. Now, if you heard before, on the audio that I dropped, she got to talking about Antoine, you know, the basketball player. Yeah, that guy's name is Antoine Walker. He was a basketball player. And you kind of hear when she was on the Breakfast Club, she mentioned, you know, she put up with a lot of stuff, you know, with him because he changed her life. She was broke. She was poor. You know, she was assistant, you know, to a lawyer. She wasn't making that much money. So he changed her life and he brought her into wealth. And that's what made her stick it out with him. It wasn't because, oh, I loved him so much. No, he changed her life materially, financially. He changed it in that way. So that's why this woman stuck it out, So women like Evelyn, the point that I'm making, you guys, is they will never find real quote unquote love. They will never find real love. They don't give it. So how can you, receive something that you yourself don't even give, So I'm going to leave that right there for you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl Brand New, and I will check you guys out later.